I owe you one. Meat and eggs are essential for building a healthy body, and there's no better choice than chicken. This should last a while. Let's put it in the freezer. Thanks for always helping out. Let me know when you want some more.
Thanks. Hey, do you remember when those guys stole my wallet and you came to help me? Sorry I got so mad at you. I was just frustrated. I don't like having to depend on other people. But it ended up happening anyway. You know, I couldn't say it at the time, but I'm actually glad you came. Maybe because it's you. So, I want to thank you properly. Thanks for your help back then. I really appreciate it. It was honestly kind of cool. That's a big weight off my shoulders. Let's head back down. The roof doesn't get a lot of foot traffic, so I think it's a good place to have serious conversations. But couples tend to sneak up here too. If anyone sees us, the rumor mill might go crazy again. Wouldn't that be annoying? You know, if people assumed we were dating. Really? I'm not sure if you're being brave or oblivious. Still, that's something special about you. You don't get bogged down by what other people think. Uh-oh. They say a sneeze means someone's talking about you. Well, it's probably nothing. Let's head on home, yeah?
I see you're back.
Koro-chan looks so comfy. You sure know your way around a brush. Oh, you might know something about this. Lots of people like to give Koro-chan gifts whenever he goes for a walk. Do you know where he's keeping them? I see. So you're not sure exactly where they are. I wanted to make sure there wasn't any raw food that could go bad. Ah, right. You're still in the middle of brushing him. I'll leave you to it then.
morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue. Goodbye now.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Uh-huh. Remember how I told you I wanted to improve my cooking? Well, I've been trying a lot since then, but I can never seem to get the taste right. I still don't have a feel for how much salt to add. How do you do it? A dash? Oh, so speed is important? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I've just been pouring it in slowly. I'll try and remember that. To tell you the truth, I was actually hoping I could make something you'd really like. But I don't think I'll be able to do that for a while. Maybe cooking just isn't for me. Oh, sorry. I know you're just trying to help me, and all I'm doing is being negative. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I've never had someone be so supportive of me like this before. I actually have quite a lot of trouble staying optimistic about things. In my head, I always imagine something going horribly wrong. That's why sometimes I feel like giving up when I'm cooking. But you know, when I'm around you or the rest of the team, I never think like that. You've all given me so much confidence in myself. So, I'm really thankful to be a member of SEAS. That's why I want to show you all my gratitude. Maybe I should watch one of those cooking shows on TV. Actually, it might be a little too advanced for me. The library might have some books for beginners, though. But in that case, I can't really read while cooking. I wouldn't want to get the pages dirty. Oh, you don't mind? But... I don't know. If we're looking for books, that means we'd need to go to the bookstore. It's not a big deal or anything, but I don't really like going to bookstores. Oh my gosh! When did it get so late? I have to go! The hairdryer burned out, so I was planning on fixing it. But I was hoping to get it done before Yukari-chan and the others got back. Sorry, do you mind if we up the pace on the way back? Welcome back.
This character really drinks a lot of alcohol. When you grow up, are you going to drink alcohol too? I see. You should be careful about that. I heard that drinking too much is bad for your health. Alcohol has a very mature feeling about it, doesn't it? I don't think I'm a fan of all the rowdy parties, but having a nice glass does look kind of cool. Speaking of, remember that bar scene? Wow, it's late. Watching those bonus clips took longer than I thought. It's...
Excuse me. That's great. I find myself coming here a lot lately. Before, I couldn't understand the benefits of coming to these shrines. But lately that's changed. This is also where we met Koromaru-san last summer. We waited here until we found him, even though he knew his master had died. I can understand why now. What drives people isn't necessarily facts, but feelings. He knew for a fact that his master had died, but his feelings of wanting to be with him made him stay. I feel the same. I recognized the fact that I can't protect you, but I came back anyway. Subconsciously, I was acting based on my emotions rather than logic. I was so confused at the time that I didn't notice it, but it's true. The parameters governing my behavior seem to have been updated during my time with you. Oh, I misspoke. I mentioned what drives people. But of course, Koromaru-san and myself aren't people. Sorry. Oh, welcome.
No. Oh, right.
The only vegetables I ever see at the store are plain old ordinary ones. You know those fancy veggies only people like Kirijo-senpai would eat? If we could grow something like that, we'd make a fortune, don't you think? Oh, damn. So you're up for it? Yeah, we gotta dream big. You're pretty good with your hands, so what do you say? Want to join forces and make a name for ourselves? Well, we should probably get to work before we get ahead of ourselves. This is getting really rough on my back. And my hands are all caked in dirt. But, for the sake of Junpei's brand name luxury veggies, I gotta keep going. I don't know how I could deal with all this on my own, so let's do this again, okay?
Hey!
Welcome back. Yes. It looks like they're growing quite nicely. I'm amazed at how robust they are. The ladybug has grown into a fine adult as well. Does this mean our mission is complete? That's a job well done. I did my best to do everything in my power. I'm happy I was able to assist. Oh, and we can't forget to thank the ladybug for contributing as well. As I've tended these plants alongside you, I've realized something. I've made so many new discoveries beside these planters. Everyone is doing the best they can to make their way in the world. That goes for the plants, the pests, and the ladybug too, and you as well. I may be a machine, But I also want to do the best I can. I'll give it my all to make my way in the world, just like everyone else. Do you think I'll be able to? You're already working hard enough, but hearing that from you is making me even more motivated. Of course, I don't plan on sacrificing my attention here either. Okay, it's time to get started. I think we did another thorough job today. Shall we head back now?
I guess we'll get started.
This is so good. I made the right choice getting the same thing as you. Oh, I was just thinking. Doesn't eating fish remind you of the ocean? It's a part of our lives, I guess, living along the coast. We even spent our vacation at the beach. Hey, after all this is over, why don't we go somewhere different? Like the mountains. We could have lunch outdoors. Maybe we'll even see a deer or something. What do you think? Hold on. What's this all of a sudden? Just the two of us? I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's not that I don't want to. It's just... I'm not ready yet. Oh god. What am I saying? Either way, I'm sure it'd be fun to hang out somewhere together. I could even make food for us. I might not look like it, but I'm a pretty good cook. Just you wait and see. It's been a while since we've talked about going on vacation. I'm excited just thinking about it. I'm not sure how to say this, but when I'm with you, I don't feel so alone. I mean, I do have friends, and there's everybody at the dorm, but usually I feel like the real me is trapped somewhere deep down inside. Maybe it's because of my family situation, but I'm always pushing people away without realizing it. Lately, though, that's been changing, and I think it's thanks to you. Well, that was delicious. It's getting late. Shall we head out?
Oh, well...
No, yeah. Yo. Man, our hero took an underdog baseball team that didn't even have enough players all the way to nationals. No matter how tough the rival or desperate the situation, the hero always ends up finding a way. Hey, we're technically a team too, aren't we? Means we need a hotshot of our own, right? Don't sweat it. We've already got ourselves a major hotshot. Me. Everyone else has got their own strengths. Kind of like the characters in a manga. Either way, kind of blows that real life can't be like how it is in a manga. Anywho, on to the next page. Oh yeah, that's right! Just before the big game, the hero collapses! All after getting everyone together, training like crazy, becoming a hotshot hitter, and carrying the whole team all by himself! Dying to know what happens next, huh? Then I'll borrow the rest of the volume from my buddy, Ronto.
I'd been interested in seeing that film for a while now. It was a fascinating watch. While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful. When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me. And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision. Say, have you ever thought of running away to a place like that? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are? I see. So you feel that way too sometimes. I'm not saying I wish to leave everything behind. It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name. I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now. That's very kind of you. The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into. While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested in someone right now. I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings. Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario. Up to me.
Ah, there you are. Hey, Mitsuru! I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been. Come on, let's go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you? Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me. Why the long face? You're supposed to be my fiancé, you know. Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement. If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience. Why must you and your family always be so difficult? Well, at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief. I imagine you feel the same.
How dare you say that?
Who the hell are you? This is none of your business. Get lost. Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. And the Kirijo Group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason. Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that. Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me. It's all right. I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up. By the way, you, who do you think you are worming your way into her favor? You ought to know your place in society. A commoner like you isn't even fit to breathe the same air. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
I said that's enough! I won't let you insult him!
What? Why are you getting so angry?
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me!
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all. He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times. I want to be with him. Now. And forever.
You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say? You're supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you. As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with. Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
What? Grandpa! Grandpa!
Yes. Okay.
Marvelous. I'm looking. Are you accepting a request? Very well. Good day. A shade. Very well.
We're finally at the last episode. I wonder how it's going to end. You know, about this series, I mentioned before how it caught my attention, but I was afraid it might be too scary for me. But I'm glad I watched it. Guess it's important to break out of your comfort zone sometimes. Do you ever try watching things from genres you don't normally get into? Oh, wow. I could learn a thing or two from you. Trying out all kinds of shows seems like a good way to find hidden gems. Watching this together made me realize how much I appreciated the main character. Like how she can't turn a blind eye to people in need and extends her hand to almost anyone. And of course the way she kept pressing forward no matter what happened. It was so inspiring. Come to think of it, isn't she just like you? That might be a stretch. Remember how I told you about that girl I was close to who started ignoring me one day? It's not like I did anything to make her hate me. We'd been friends for a long time, but one day out of the blue, she just said, "My mother told me I can't play with you anymore." It's because there were rumors floating around about my parents. I kinda get it now, looking back, but at the time I was just sad. What I'm trying to say is, this show made me realize I'd like to be a little more like the main character. I want to be the kind of person who'd help anyone at any time. Someone who's kind and strong. It might be silly to say I look up to a fictional character, but there's no harm in following her example. At least that's what I think. Episode starting. That ending was so good! I hope they'll make a sequel. I'll bring more DVDs I'm curious about next time. Oh, it's about time we head back to our rooms. Have a good night, okay? Take a look at some earrings? I've been wanting new ones, but I can never seem to make up my mind. They're all so cute, you know? There are too many options to choose from. I know! Why don't you come help me pick something out? Yeah! Come on then, let's go! Hang on, I've got a call. Hello? Uh-huh. What? You're not doing it? You want my approval first? Wait, it's fine. You can do what you want to do. What I mean is, if that's what you really want, then go ahead. It's your choice, so you really don't have to worry about me. Well, then, you want to meet up and talk about it? Hey, stop it. Don't cry. I'll try to call you more too, okay? All right. Bye. That was my mom. She apologized for everything that's happened. She said she won't get remarried until I'm okay with it. That's weird. I can't stop shaking for some reason. Can we sit for a while? Sorry about all that. I'm fine now. I was just surprised. I never expected this to happen. I told her we could meet up and talk about her remarriage. I'm nervous just thinking about it. I don't exactly want to. I'm afraid it might get ugly. We haven't seen each other in almost 10 years, so it's not going to be easy. I'm afraid I'll get angry and say something cruel. Still, I think it's time I try talking to her. I've been saying how wrong it is to run away, so I need to live up to my own advice. You know, I think she still misses my dad deep down, but she couldn't handle it. Losing someone so important to her. That's why she needed someone to lean on. I think losing someone you love and having to go on alone is really, really hard. I'm not sure how to explain, but I realized this after being with you. I think being in love means giving a part of yourself away, and that's a wonderful thing. I mean, just in general, you know? The earrings can wait till next time. Let's just go home for today.
Welcome back. No.
Hey. I see. I see.
Yes. I want to give myself a makeover. I need a new image. Maybe I should triple my current height so I can look down on my enemies. Or maybe I can add spikes to my shoulders or carve a giant dragon onto my back. Reading this book has convinced me. This is what I need to do if I want people to think I'm strong and reliable. Outer appearances carry an unimaginable amount of influence. The main character of this story also put a lot of effort into looks, so people would take him seriously. That's why I wanted to change my image too. If I want people to think I'm strong, I need to look the part. What do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion as our leader. Attitude? So it's not about appearances then? Oh, could it be... I'm sorry. It looks like I've had the wrong idea. At one point, the main character of the book says, "Can't have people think I ain't cool." Up until then, he'd cared so much about his image, yet he goes to raid his rival's territory wearing nothing but a shimekomi. I finally understood what he really meant after hearing what you said. The most important thing is to hold true to your beliefs, no matter what. I'm going to hold true to my beliefs as well. I may not look reliable, but I will make up for that with attitude. I'm going to operate at maximum output so that I can be useful to everyone. For some meat...
Thank you. Okay, the beans are freshly ground and accurately measured. Water is about 90 degrees Celsius. Now, the pace and angle when pouring the water are really important. All right, here I go. Pour slowly and quietly in a circular motion. You'll know you're doing it right when it starts smelling really good. It's not exactly what you'd get at a cafe, but I think I've improved a lot. There's so much to consider when making coffee. I get why people are so particular about it. I know it's a bit weird to ask at this point, but when do you feel like drinking coffee the most? Oh, I see. You know, that's the weird thing about the smell of coffee. Drinking it is supposed to wake us up, but the smell has a relaxing effect too. When my mom was still alive, the house used to smell like this every morning. Now I realize how often she'd make coffee, even on days she was busy. I saw on TV the other day that smells and memories are linked closely together. The smell of coffee reminded me of my mom. But in your case, I wonder if it'll remind you of the times we spent here, drinking coffee together. In that case, I'd better practice and treat you to another cup while we still have time. It'd be pretty sad if you only remembered my coffee being bitter. I feel like I haven't gotten into something like this for a long time. I also think it's helped me practice staying focused. Maybe it's because I've been doing it so diligently. Anyways, thanks a lot. Because of you, this... Oh, there's still more if you want a refill. Next time, it's gonna be even better than it was today.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry for taking so long. I wanted to buy something to use as a secret ingredient in my cooking. But I couldn't really decide, and I wasn't sure how to use whatever I'd buy. Yes, you're right. I haven't even gotten the basics down yet. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. First thing I need to do is find something that I can actually make. I'm still having a lot of trouble getting things right, but I can't give up yet. Not after all your support. And it's not like I have any other redeeming qualities. No, that's not true at all. I mean, everyone in our group works hard, and beyond that, I think you all have something that you're good at. Not me. I mean, I guess I'm sort of good with machines, but that's it. It's honestly not worth mentioning. Really, I just happen to like them. It's not exactly something worth boasting about. When I was little, I remember my dad's hobby was to work on complicated sound equipment. He'd fix things like broken amplifiers or headphones that only played sound on one side. I've always loved watching him work on those things. That's probably why I was drawn to working with machines in the first place. But I don't think that would be very useful to repay everyone's kindness. Plus, if we do ever have any technical needs, like when we're fighting, then we've always got the Kirijo group's support. Not to mention that I'm kind of embarrassed about it all. I mean, it's not a very feminine hobby. see. You think so too. Well, I guess that's just the way I am. I sure seem to talk about my problems a lot, huh? I wonder why it's so easy talking to you. I feel like you stop me from being so negative all the time. Actually, I might owe a lot to you in that sense. Oh, it's getting late. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much. Let's go home.
Oh, it's you.
Wow, that was so good! And the main character was cool and in control until the very end. That last line he exchanged with the casino's boss gave me goosebumps. And how about that part when he was all, count to 5? I hope I can be like him when I'm an adult. What do you think it takes for a guy to be hard-boiled? That's true. You can't really be hard-boiled if you're quick-tempered. You have to keep calm and never let the enemy get under your skin. Come to think of it, that might be just what I need right now. I tend to get worked up about what's right in front of me, don't I? That's exactly the kind of thing a kid would do. I need to fix that. Well, now's as good a time as any to start. I'll give it my best shot. If I do that, do you think I could become like him? A cool, hard-boiled guy, just like the detective in the movie. When I hear you say it, I really feel like it's possible. Oh boy, look at the time. Wait, I'm not sleepy. Only ones who should kill, prepared to be.
Hey. Thanks. Yes, I'm here. Oh, sorry. Don't scare me like that. So, there's something I want to ask you. Why do you spend so much time with me? It's gotten you into a whole mess of trouble. And honestly, some of the stuff I've said is really not okay. Is it because we're both Persona users? Or are we actually good friends? Or do you, by any chance, have feelings for... What do you really think of me? What? No way. Are you serious? You're not pulling my leg, are you? Do you really mean it? Wow. Sorry. It just feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. The tears won't stop coming. You're so hard to read. You're always so kind to everyone. That's why I thought you saw me as just a friend like everyone else. Lately, I found myself getting upset when I've seen you talking with Fuka. It made me scared that I was turning into a petty, jealous person. I felt awful about it. So, I'd like it if you had eyes for me. And only me. So, will you? Oh gosh, what am I saying? I'm gonna go now.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
Hey! Alright. Grow up big and strong, my precious, luxurious veggies. Man, all this non-stop watering and weed pulling, not to mention the bugs, it's pretty monotonous. Kinda just feels like busy work. You could be a weird dude sometimes, you know? But honestly, the whole idea of raising something one step at a time feels kind of familiar. Oh yeah, it's just like leveling up in a game. Hey, maybe this doesn't suck so bad after all. Gotta say, we've got a long way to go before these veggies put us on Easy Street. Anyway, I'm the one who asked you to join me in the first place, so I gotta be the one to look after them. Da-da-da-da! The veggies have leveled up! Whew, another day of hard, honest work. Let's head back downstairs.
I see you.
Salut. In that case, I see you're reading a biography of the Empress Dowager from the Qing dynasty. By many accounts, she was vilified as a ruthless despot during her reign. Then again, these kinds of stories are known to stretch the truth. Oh, pardon me. I'm getting ahead of myself. I should let you read first. Reading this actually made me think. What is the right way for a person to rule? Too much kindness and you'll be seen as weak. Sometimes a ruler needs to be harsh. Even so, I imagine the Empress Dowager's final years must have been lonely, given that she was feared by her people. What do you think? A ruler is responsible for the lives of many others. Is it difficult for someone like that to find happiness like everyone else? Oh, did it sound like I was talking about myself? It wasn't my intent to complain. I know what I'm getting into. I do appreciate your concern, though. Thank you. You know, thanks to you, I've been able to sit down and reflect on a reading for the first time in a while. It really does help to have a partner going through the same book as you. Being able to discuss the material allows us to broaden our horizons even further. Such storied figures are often only written about after their passing, but surely sparks of their greatness could have been seen long before. Sometimes I find myself thinking you have that same potential. And you've got away with words. I trust you won't disappoint. Jokes aside, I do have a lot of faith in your abilities. I hope you'll wield them with confidence. Oh, it's gotten late. We'd best turn in for the evening. Let's have another reading session here in the future. But for now, have a good night.
Attend.
Let's begin, shall we? I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job? I see. Well, if you've already thought about it and made your choice, then there's nothing else for me to say. What's most important is that the decision is yours, and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then, you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
Oh, the next one up for career consultation? That'd be Aigis-san. She was just here a second ago, but I guess she went out.
Maybe she's on the roof? Seen her go up there alone every now and then. Sure. Good luck. So, do you think she's gonna go to college or get a job? She's full of mysteries, isn't she?
She's changed recently, though, don't you think? Like her expressions and stuff.
Again with that? You ever gonna stop thinking about hitting on girls?
I don't mean it like that. All I'm saying is...
Oh, I'm sorry I went off on my own. After New Year's, when I had time to gather my thoughts, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji-kun that night, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and ashamed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either. And I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed. I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. In the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But ever since I decided to live for myself, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. There's one thing that I do understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please, please take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with everything I have. Please. Thank you.